So for today's writing lesson, you guys are going to pick up where you left off yesterday with your graphic organizers for your opinion piece. So yesterday I came up with my opinion piece. It says, in my opinion, dams are very important and should be used for many reasons. Today you're going to start by thinking of at least 3 reasons that will support your opinion statement. Every reason that you come up with should match whatever you have for your opinion statement. So all of my reasons have to be about why dams are important and why I think dams are good. My reasons shouldn't include negative effects of using dams, only the positive. So this is where I'm going to use the research that's in my journal, and I'm going to think about my background knowledge, and I'm going to come up with at least 3 reasons why I think dams are important. Now, at this top box, you're just going to list your reasons. Like when it says list, that means you're not going to put it in sentence form. This is just a quick way for you to get your ideas down on paper. And then you're actually going to write your reasons in sentences and elaborate down here on the second part of your organizer. You will have today as well as Monday to work on both of these sections of your graphic organizer. So you don't need to rush to get them done. I want you to put a lot of thought into your reasons and make sure that you have research to back up your reasons. If you realize while you're coming up with reasons that maybe you don't have enough reasons, you can go back on your Chromebook and you can do more research if you need to, using our research links. But that is only if you need to go back and get more information. So I'm going to go ahead and model to support my opinion about dams, and I'm going to start with my first one, which is I think that dams protect. So I'm going to write protects the land around rivers. Okay, so I just put my reason, I just listed it, I didn't talk about or explain it, I just put it quickly. I also think that dams save water, so I'm going to say save water. I'm going to say that it can send water in new directions. I'm going to explain on the bottom part why I think sending water in a new direction would be important or helpful. And then finally, I'm going to say that it helps with electricity because I remember reading about that in my research. All right, so I came up with 4. You only have to come up with 3, but you can challenge yourself to try to come up with 4 like me. Then after you've come up with your 4 reasons that connect with your research, you're going to elaborate. You're going to write these reasons into sentences that make sense. So on this part of the graphic organizer, it says a sentence starter. So blank is good or bad because, remember, you do not have to stick with the words good and bad. You can feel free to use your own vocabulary for those words. So you might want to say positive or negative, or you might want to say terrible or horrible, fantastic. I know in my opinion statement, I said that dams were important. So I'm actually going to start with, and I'm going to fill this blank in. And I'm going to cross out is because that wouldn't make sense. I'm going to say dams are. So your topic should go in that line there. So now I'm going to write an example. So I'm going to go with this first box and model for you protects the land around rivers. So my sentence, when I write over here, I'm going to make sure I have my sentence starter. I'm going to say dams are, and remember, I could use the word good, but I think I'm going to stick with important because I like that word better. Dams are important because they protect the land around rivers. I'm going to put a period here, but to make my reason even more convincing, I'm even going to elaborate further. So dams are important because they protect the land around rivers. I'm going to explain how. So when there is a lot of rain, dams help so that rivers don't overflow and flood the areas around them. I'm going to add another detail, and I'm going to say this. I'm going to say why this is good. This protects, well, I already used the word protect, so maybe I'm going to use a different word. This saves, this saves organisms living near the river. So this is why I think that dams are important. Dams are important because they protect the land around rivers. When there's a lot of rain, dams help so that rivers don't overflow and flood the areas around them. This saves organisms living near the river. So I finished my first reason. I didn't just put one sentence, I really elaborated. I made sure that I thought about my research and really thought about my point of view about dams, but backed it up with facts. So what I would do next for my second reason, and this actually says reason 1 again, I should say reason 2. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to pick another one that I think I can write a really great sentence for, and I'm going to put it in this box. Now, this only has 2 reasons for you to elaborate on, but please feel free, if you have enough research, on the back of your organizer, you can add another sentence. You could add 3, you could add 4, as many as you feel are going to support your point of view. That is all that you are going to do today. And then on Monday, you guys will pick up where you left off. You can also get some feedback on your reasons to make sure that you have enough elaboration. I hope this model was helpful, and I can't wait to come back on Tuesday and see your graphic organizers with all of your reasons. All right, good luck with your writing.